Today we're going to fix this plastic shroud right here that it broke inside of this insert right here. Let me show you. So the wife was getting out of the car one of the last few days, and in so doing, I don't know what bound up. I don't know if it was her belt or purse or what. No, well, probably not the belt, but something happened that caught a hold of this plastic shroud here and snapped the retainer that goes from here to the frame of the seat. What holds this together is just two Phillips head screws. What we'll do, we'll remove this plastic shroud and we'll attempt to fix it with some epoxy resins first before we decide to buy this new piece here, new or used from a junkyard or pick and pull. So let's go ahead and remove this piece right here. So like I said, let's remove this screw first. There should be a Phillips in here, and the other one is broken, so that shouldn't be too hard. Here it is right here, and the other one should come right off. There is a plastic kind of snap. This is kind of a right here, snaps in place. Let me see. So the wiring comes out of here. We'll snap this out of here like so. These two clips right here. Let me get a let me get a flathead screwdriver. Okay, so we'll tear it in. All right, this is out. See if you can fix this as well. Okay, now let's remove the part that broke, which is this one here. Oh, I couldn't quite show you guys what the process of doing this repair really looked like, because I had to bring this component inside the house where the temperature was around 70 or above, because this particular epoxy resin that I'm using, made by 3M, it's a epoxy adhesive 420. It's a two-part epoxy, and it does require a special gun. It kind of looks like this, with this kind of cartridge. What happened is I ended up using some aluminum tape, and I made like a barrier under so that the epoxy wouldn't just run down a shaft. And I did put 2 coats. Now the reason why I burned inside, this epoxy takes about 2 hours to set at 70 Fahrenheit. That means that at a lower temperature, or much lower temperatures, such that are found in the garage, it requires even longer for this stuff to set. And not to mention with a wife and a daughter and a dog and a dog, and it's evening and it's dinner time, and I'm working on the kitchen table or the dining room table. I couldn't quite show you all the details. Also yesterday, while I was removing this piece, which by the way, if you don't want to go through the process of using epoxy, this will cost you about $100 and something. And anyway, while in the attempt to remove this piece yesterday, to take this component off, I ended up breaking this off as well. So I fixed it. Hopefully it'll last. This had fragmented. So what I did is I used this epoxy and kind of like glue, and I put it all back together with the tape under as a dam, or as a barrier that it wouldn't flow down. And it's dried overnight. Excuse me. I did put a second coat this morning. I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with it. Now what I want to do is let it continue to dry, and I'll take this component to work with me, and with a pencil grinder I'll finish the surfaces so that it looks nice. You know, where I'm from, they say the eyes after eat too. So I want this thing to look good, and I want to clean all these surfaces right here so that you know, it's kind of a smoother finish. So that's where we're at with this, guys. That's pretty much it. Sorry I didn't get to show you the whole process of how this thing mixes in the guns and how I smeared it with an acid brush and kind of brushed it all the way around. There is none on the inside. I don't know if you can see it, but I didn't put any epoxy on the inside, although I did put some when I was mixing it at the junctions so that it would work as a glue. Well, that's because it is a glue. All right, guys, this is it for now, and I'll show you what the product looks like when it's finished after I remove these massive lips with a pencil grinder. Well, guys, here we are. We're doing the pencil grinding here at my, not my place of work, but where I work, because I spilled epoxy resin on a dining room table and the wife got mad at me. So I'm going to do it here at work. And besides, I have access to all my tooling, and it's and hopefully it'll come out even better. So let me show you what I'm going to do here. As I have already showed you, actually I didn't show you, and I'm sorry for that. I coated this. It was a fragmented component here. I put it all together with a 420 epoxy resin from 3M, and I used a acid brush. And while I was taking this out, I ended up breaking this as well. So yeah, we're gonna grind now all this epoxy resin to clean it up a little bit with this pencil grinder. I don't know if you guys ever seen a pencil grinder before. I'm gonna show you. And what you do is you put these tips on it. See it? And we're gonna grind away. We got some wrenches here to tighten it up, and let me show you how I'm gonna do this. Okay, I decided to go with a tip like so. I don't know if you can see it. It's a bit of like an ovalish, it's not very sharp. All right, let's do it. Before I get started, this thing bites hard and it bites fast. So if you ever have access to one of these tools and you're grinding out epoxy resin, be super careful. You know, as far as this one goes, I got to tell you, it came out pretty good. Now, you do want to leave some of the resin on the actual plastic because that is your adhesive that keeps together the fragmented component. Here you go. See, it actually came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. I like it. Now, we'll do this one here. We're going to use a different bit. It'll be a little sharper. Okay, we changing a bit component on it. We're going to put something sharper because the holes are very narrow. And this one is literally like a needle. I don't know if you can see it. And that's what we're going to do to clean these surfaces right here. All right, let's do it. Well, guys, I said we were done. I like the way, I think it came out pretty clean. What do you think? This should be able to fit properly into the snapping surface of the front seat, the front plastic cover of the passenger seat. And a little bit more over here. All right, guys, we're gonna call it good. Blow a little air on it, and I would say that the repair is done. Okay, a little cleaning with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. Well, folks, I would say it is ready to go back on. I gotta tell you, this was a lot of fun, and I do like how it came out. What do you guys think? And let me know in the comments. This should be able to hold on. And this one too, I think it came out pretty good too. All right, guys, it is ready to be installed on a car again. I wanted to say a word on air tools, guys. If you ever ended up using air tools, make sure that your source of air is a continuous source of air. Try not to use a small compressor. So this way you have a consistent speeds and consistent pressures in your tooling, and make sure that your compressor, or whichever compressor you use, has a deaerator or a desiccant of some sort, so that you don't run moisture through your air tools. In so doing, you will prolong the life of your tools. And make sure you run also some lubricating oil specifically designed for air tools. And that too will extend the life of your tools. All right, guys, let's go install this component. And now we can finally reinstall the seat shroud, the plastic shroud. First thing we're going to do is reinsert the controls for the seat like so. It should just snap right in place. There it is. And now we're going to route the wiring inside of this clip right here, which is where it goes. Let us be careful not to break anything this time, because last time I broke this part right here. Probably going to get in front of you. Sorry about that. Alright, and now the actual screws. Get one started. Get the other one started also. Right here. All right. Make sure this wiring is out of the way. And voila, guys, we did it. This is it. It's fixed. I mean, to the best degree possible, considering all the circumstances, we did okay, I think. All right, guys. Sorry. We are done. Very happy with it. At least I won't hear those vibrations anymore, which I'm super glad about. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. This was a lot of fun, and we will see you in the next one. Take care.